You may be seated. Is that any better? Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Jason Ferguson. Unfortunately, you're going to have to listen to me tonight because they've been doing it for 5.5 months. First of all, I want to thank you all for being here. I know a lot of you traveled quite some distance to come. I appreciate you bearing with our slight rain delay. We unfortunately didn't have any control over that one. I called it though earlier. I said we're going to have a rain delay, but we're going to get, right? I did call it. So again, thanks for being here. Thanks for coming and supporting this group of graduates, Class 83. It's been a long 5.5 months. It started off with, believe it or not, with about 15-degree weather and people living in tents. And we've made a lot of progress, I'll be frankly honest with you. Tons and tons of progress. This class has been long. These folks have been cold. They've been hot. They've been wet. They've been muddy. Not quite as muddy as that 4-year-old doing donuts in the mud holes up here, but they've been pretty nasty at some point. Been knee-deep in drama from time to time. That's happened. I'm sure some of you might have received a phone call about that, but we made it through that. Look at us. It's been a long class. It's been a rewarding class. It's been a unique class. How unique? Well, I'll be honest with you. I was telling a story earlier. 10 years ago, I kicked a student out of our program for threatening to make bombs and blow the place up. This class, I was actually encouraging one of the students to make bombs. So that's a little different. I'll just be honest with you. This class came with a daily double when it came to questions, right? Every single day it was, hey, I have 2 questions. It's always 2. They're all coupled together. So that made things different as well. Some things were different. Some things were the same. Parking lot attendance was up. I will be happy to announce. I'm glad everybody could make it here from the parking lot. Seems like a lot of people spent some time there. This class overall has excelled. It's glad to see people come in with a very varied perspective on dogs and how they live with dogs and how they interact with dogs and more importantly with people. And then 5.5 months later, for many of them, they have a much different perspective of how we live with dogs, and they have a better idea of our role as professional dog trainers and how that impacts not only our industry but those dogs and the lives of those clients who live with them. So I'm proud to say that we've definitely made some progress, I think. So next I would like to bring up Ms. Sharon, our VA official, to recognize our veterans.
I'm just kidding. I don't need applause. It's fine. So as Jason said, my name is Sharon Rollins. I am the VA certifying official here, which is just the fancy title that says I get to do all the paperwork for our VA students. And I also get to stand up here and recognize all our veterans. So if all of my student veterans would please stand. And then if we have anybody in the audience who has also served, if you could also please stand. And now if we could have everybody else stand for the national anthem.
Struggling with the Bluetooth.
Maybe.
Sharon's going to have to sing it.
Because I don't sing, but Noelle will.
All right, pick it up, Sharon.
I just said Noelle. Come on.
Thank you. Next up, I would like to call up our keynote speaker, Mrs. Tracy Sanchez from Iredell County Animal Services.
Happy graduation to class number 83. It is an honor to be invited to share in this pivotal moment of your transition from students to alumni of this elite program. I'm excited to be here in celebration of you, class number 83 of Highland Canine Training School, Highland Canine Training School for Dog Trainers. I would like to personally thank each of you on behalf of Iredell County Animal Services for your interest in and commitment to this field. Shelters across the nation, and those of you that came to us you're going to understand this. We're truly overwhelmed right now, and we have been for some time. And while I would like to say that these are unprecedented times, scarily it seems to be the norm, and there's no end in sight. So collectively, shelters are full, our waiting lists are long, and our days are just too short. It is only through the collaboration, hands-on partnerships that we have with, as the one that we have with Highland Canine Training, that we will make a difference together. My hope is that once you all leave the confines of this center, that you remember the impact that you made at our shelter, not only with our dogs, but with the morale of shelter staff and volunteers alike, and that you are inspired to continue to help in your respective geographical locations. I can assure you that no matter the county, state, country, or continent, you are needed, and you will surely be welcomed, and you will make a difference. When you all first started this program in January, admittedly, we were selfishly thrilled when we learned at the shelter that we were going to have our largest Highland Canine group to date. At an average of 13 to 14 students on each visit to the shelter, your class produced the most students volunteering to work with our dogs so far, so you've set the bar a little bit higher for those who follow after you. And I wouldn't be telling my truth if I didn't say that I was especially excited for this news, given Highland Canine's involvement with our largest event, which is our open house that I started 5 years ago. Annually, we welcome about 600 or more guests to this event, so your presence there is always reassuring in helping to relieve some of the stress that day brings for not only the shelter dogs, but us humans at the shelter. And those of you that came, you got to see firsthand a little glimpse of that stress, eagerly offering your assistance in handling our dogs amidst the crowd of humans and other dogs. And additionally, you were able to observe and inform me when a volunteer was in over their head when trying to handle a dog through a crowd. So thanks to your feedback, I'm going to be implementing some new policies when it comes to volunteers and that event next year. So not that that was the event that you came for, the reason that you came to the shelter, but just know that each time you came to the shelter, you inspired a little bit of a change in something else, not just for the reason you thought you were there, and you made a difference. During your time here as a student, your visits to the shelter spurred conversations, as I said, a little bit something different that otherwise would not have been had. When we're working at the shelter daily, we sometimes don't get to see the different dispositions of the dogs outside of what we're tasked to do in providing them basic care, and that's usually within an allotted time constraint. But your visits open them up to show a different side of them that we don't always get to see, letting them know that there are humans outside of the shelter staff who will not only care for them as we do, but humans who will also spend time with, be patient with them, sometimes just sitting with them with no task at all other than the sit. Several of you have gone above and beyond your required weekly training visit to our shelter, and one example of that is King. King's owner had been on our owner surrender list, waiting list actually, since December of 2024, and we were finally able to bring him into the shelter on April 11th. His previous family was no longer able to care for him, and after nearly 5 months of waiting for a kennel to open, King came to the shelter. And it wasn't long after his arrival, that he met this wonderful group of students, as we did, and this handsome 2-year-old black lab mix was soon after fostered by a Highland Canine student, Jamie. And Jamie worked with King for 2 weeks, sharing all that she learned about him, not only with us, but her fellow students. One of those students was Ashley. Ashley, who then shared King's story with family and friends, and well, after Ashley driving to meet his new family halfway between here and New Hampshire, King is now Kang, think I'm saying that right. And he is living a spoiled life with 2 cat besties, even sharing his bed with them. For Kang, you made a difference. Whether it was the videos you created with the dog you were working with, pictures or feedback you could share that we could share to our social media during your time here at our shelter, each piece of it made a difference. Hannah can tell you about waiting in the hot sun for hours while fighting off evil adopters to win her newest family member. That made a difference. One of our common goals, again, with working with Highland students, with our shelter dogs, is to reduce the rate of returns through the ability to collect such valuable information on each dog that we're able to best share that information with potential adopters. And it is true that in some cases, we're searching for a unicorn of a family. And I don't have to say anything else to this class that came to the shelter for you to relate to this statement other than Larry found his unicorn. And he embraced Larry for being Larry. I wasn't going to say it. I saw the chuckles. I know that each of you, along with your families, have sacrificed greatly in order to be where you are right at this very moment. You're part of a determined group who is willing to sacrifice comfort, to sacrifice time, to sacrifice moments with your family that you'll never get back, all to open a door to a broader future, not only for yourself, but for others in choosing this path. This ceremony is the culmination of your hard work and sacrifice, along with the countless hours that you have devoted to be here, and we celebrate you. Each part of your journey to this point, both as a student and before your time here, will have profound impacts on how you make your path in this field going forward. From this point, it's up to you to continue to build upon and to add to the foundation on which Highland has provided, and I have no doubt that each of you will reach success in this endeavor, whatever that looks like for you individually. I urge each of you to never stop learning your craft and to keep in communication with one another for both peer and professional support. Trust me, it's priceless. I also encourage you to make a profound effort to stay connected with this wonderful group of advisors, instructors, and professionals here at Highland. As I live by this motto in my own life, your network is your net worth. In the future, you'll face challenges, and those aha moments that you've likely experienced here will inspire you to find future ones. These aha moments are what will take you forward throughout your professional life and to help inspire others. To the shelter volunteers in this class specifically, I leave you with one thought. Whether you're an inmate on work release with shelter dogs, or while frantically trying to stop an over-exaggerated eye bleed on a pity, or while sitting in a drive-thru at Chick-fil-A after a rainy training session, look for your aha moment. It's there in each of those moments. Congratulations on your hard work, and I want to congratulate each of you on behalf of Iredell County Animal Services.
Next up is Elza Waddock to recognize perfect attendance.
Oh. Short people problems, what can I say? 960 hours. No, that's not actually a typo in my speech. That is dedication. That is commitment. That's changing your flight so you don't miss any classroom time, level of commitment. That may be a little bit of an obsession. Sorry, Rebecca, wherever you are currently in the audience. For those that don't know, that is how many hours that the students go through here at our master's program. That's showing up, being on time, having homework done, and arriving every day regardless of the rain, the cold, the heat. The following student I would like to call up and recognize for perfect attendance. Roger, you can come up and you can actually finally go home now and not have to sign the book anymore.
Pretty sure I caught him walking around with a book more than I did the instructors. Next up is Genesis Horton with a special recognition.
Good evening, everybody. Today is a celebration of hard work, growth, and achievement. But there's a very special group of you students among us who deserve a moment of the spotlight and sincere gratitude. To raise a service dog puppy and Elliot, it's no small task. It means welcoming a four-legged student into your home, into your life, and taking on a job that doesn't end even when class does. It means waking up early for potty training, carrying treats in every pocket, yes, the washers included, patiently working through distractions, setbacks, and a lot of chewed up surprises. This award is our small way of saying thank you for the patience, the love, the early mornings, and the heartbreaking goodbyes. For every moment you choose to put the needs of the puppy in training first, you made a difference. Not just in the dog's life, but the person who will one day depend on this dog. Will the following students please come up when I call your name? Madison, Jocelyn, Margaret, oh, okay, there you go. Everybody take a seat. Thank you. Yes. Delaney. That's okay. Thank you. Thank you. Emily. Thank you. Ashley. Lexi. Jake. And Roger. Thank you. Roger raised a working dog for us, so he deserves a little extra credit because that's not easy.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Raising a must be code word for letting them sleep in your bed.
You raise your way, I raise mine.
To each his own. Next is Magdalena with our undergraduates.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry. Okay, let's give it up for our honor grads, scoring over 93% at the hardest dog training school in existence. That's right, you made it through 24 weeks of dog hair in your mouth, pee on your boots, and instructors who smile while saying, "Do it again." You didn't just survive, you thrived. You outsmarted stubborn hounds, mastered the art of holding a leash, treats, clicker, coffee, and sanity all at once. That's a talent. Remember, if you can train a poodle before 8 a.m., you can do anything. Now go be amazing and maybe take a shower after, right? You have earned it. And now I would like to call our honor grads to the stage. Hannah, Cara, Jamie,
know. Thank you.
Delaney.
Followed by Lexi, Roger, and Jake.
Lexi. Roger. And Jake.
Thank you, Max. Got to keep it interesting, right?
You stayed upright for all the bite work practicals, and you're going to slip on the stage? Next up is Elza again with our Student Excellence Awards.
So, at Highland, we do offer the most challenging dog training programs in the country. Students here are asked to think outside the box. They're also asked to step out of their comfort zones. They're asked to push themselves to excel. To add to this challenge, we offer an opportunity to take on a volunteer-based work outside their daily curriculum. This program is called Student Excellence. This is a lot of work added on top of their regular curriculum with their master's course. The students don't just work with dogs. There are dogs, yes, but they aren't just sitting. These dogs are doing handstands up against trees, up against walls. There are cats doing spins or jumping through hula hoops. There are ponies tapping their feet and counting or saying yes or no to different questions that the students are asking, plus a host of other non-canids that are getting in on the training action. In addition to these added stresses of teaching these animals, the students must maintain an average of 90%. Seeing your hard work was truly special. I'm very proud of each and every one of you, and I'm honored to be a part of this training journey with you. Of those that volunteered, 3 of you completed the Student Excellence Program all the way to the end. And I would like to welcome the following students up on the stage. Jamie.
Thank you.
You can't get it over her head. Hey,
Wait. Oh, shit.
you're not going to get any of them. There you go.
Delaney. And Victoria.
Good job, Roman. Roman, Sir. So stressful.
All right, right, now we come to the part of the program that I missed and all my proofreaders missed, but it's a very important part of the program, and that is the induction to our National Honor Society for our Alpha Beta Kappa. So today we want to take a moment to recognize the outstanding achievements of a very select group of people. Our Alpha Beta Kappa Honor Society is only eligible for our Master Dog Trainer program. This particular honor society began in 1977. It is the largest global recognition program for post-secondary schools and vocational schools like ours. Again, these folks put in the work. I mean, they showed up and they put in the work. If you'll look at the back of your program, you'll see that they had to maintain a 4.0 GPA for the class. In addition to that, they had to be here for at least 98% of the program. So we're talking out of that 916 hours, they could only miss less than 20 hours pretty much. So they had to keep a really tight schedule, and they had to keep their nose in the books, and they had to show up every Friday when it was practical day. So I am very honored to add 2 more names to our perpetual plaque inside. So I'd like to call up Jake and Hannah.
That's not my fault. Come on
It's getting a
now.
little heavy here. Thank you.
You'll get a gold key. You'll actually get another one of those in the mail. And you'll get another one of those in the mail.
Sharon will get those out too. All right, next up, awards for academic distinction. These are actually awards for each sort of section of the program. So our program, again, as we mentioned, is 24 weeks, 960 hours, but we did take the time many years ago to sort of divide it up into sections. So we have those listed on the program, as you'll see. So the individuals who will be receiving awards in this next section are those who had the highest score for all of the testing and practicals in that particular section. So those will be awarded by different members of our staff, starting off with our award for obedience and behavior modification, and that'll be Elsa.
Gosh. Last one, I think. So, highest score for obedience and behavior. This person, most of the students will be familiar with Moshi. Again, Mag said earlier about training a poodle before 8 a.m. If you can do that, you can train
Sharon's
anything.
still here, just so remember. Sharon's still here.
For those that don't know, Moshi belongs to Sharon. Jake, this award is yours. Jake has trained a poodle so well that the poodle has stopped judging. While the rest of us were bribing other dogs with cheese sticks, Jake had Moshi floating next to him like a well-behaved, curly little robot. So it's not easy impressing a poodle, but Jake did so. And honestly, I think that's very impressive. So congratulations, Jake. You're officially super smart.
I got my experience with birds.
Burn.
Moshi's an upgrade.
Leading the way.
Here, I'll just hold that. There we go.
Next is the award for service dog training, and that's Mike Hallaby.
Good evening. My name is Mike Hallaby. I'm the director of our Service Dog program here at Highland. It's my pleasure to present the Service Dog Award, which goes to the student who received the highest average score on all of the service dog practicals. Learning how to train a service dog is complex and it can be hard, but I believe it's also extremely rewarding. Each dog is trained to perform very specific tasks for an individual with one or more disabilities. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with the training a service dog. Training that dog correctly can change a person's life, or in some instances, actually save that person's life. From just starting to teach a dog to touch a target, to getting the dog to be able to do things like alerting to a seizure, provide comforting deep pressure therapy, opening doors, turning on light switches, retrieving dropped items, the students trained their dogs to help someone in need. I believe this class's winner of the Service Dog Award learned a lot from each practical. She kept a great attitude and just about working through the tasks and remembering that learning is happening along the way. So it's my pleasure to award this year's Service Dog Award to Kara.
She's willing to give that one up.
Yes. You couldn't have to die.
Next up is our award for search and rescue dog training, and that'll be Amber Vaughn. She's going to do the one after that, too.
Got
Two in a row.
Yep, I got it. My name's Amber. I'm the manager of the Work and Dog program, so that is going to be police dogs, search and rescue dogs, and a lot of in between. So class 83, I'll have you know that I had AI write you a beautiful speech on this topic, and I lost it on the way up here. So we will be getting this from the heart. So this group did help us a lot, especially in the area of search and rescue, particularly when it comes to our trailing dogs. So for our police canines and our service dogs as well, we do teach them to do what we call trailing, which is going to essentially be following human odor to source. So this is going to be looking for lost individuals, apprehending criminals, or even looking for their lost child for the service dog program. So this group helped us out a lot, laying trails, even in bad weather, even with shady dogs. So I really do appreciate all of your help. But I'm going to recognize the student with the highest grade in this area, which I'm very impressed by considering the dog that you had for this. So Rebel, if you want to come on up. All right, so the next award I want to talk about is our detection award. So that is going to be the student that got the highest marks for the detection portion of the program. So detection is something that we strive to a lot to work on here. We do a lot of research and development in that area. And these guys helped us, once again, in all kinds of weather with really, really strong dogs. Some of these guys took a lot of falls handling those dogs as they were running detection problems. So this group definitely showed up every time we were running boxes. But there was a few of you in particular that really, really enjoyed it and jumped in and helped out, and I do really appreciate your help. With that being said, we're going to recognize the student, once again, that has the highest marks in this area, even though what we found out is the most difficult part of this portion was putting together a prong collar. So, Jake, if you want to come on up.
It was like 3 minutes.
Get too many more cords, you're going to look like one of those door curtains from the 70s. Next up is the award for police canine training, and that'll be presented by Noel.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. It is with great pride that we recognize one of our most dedicated and hardworking students today for our Police Canine Award. This achievement speaks volumes, not only for their academic excellence, but also for their deep commitment to understanding the critical skills involved in canine patrol work. It is not just about precision and technique, it's about trust and communication between handler, decoy, and dog. This student's focus, professionalism, and respect for both the craft and the animal are evident in every step they've taken. They set a high standard for others to follow. Please join me in congratulating Jake for earning the highest grade in Police Canine.
No, I have another cord. Walking around like a mountain goat. Thank you, sir. No problem.
Next in our program, call forward Magdalena to present awards for the shelter ambassadors.
Being chosen as a shelter ambassador is not just a role, it's a responsibility and an opportunity. We are not just training dogs, we are changing lives, both theirs and ours. By working with shelter dogs, we give them a second chance, help them become adoptable, and show the world the power of patience, consistency, and compassion. Let's lead by example, make a difference, and represent our school with pride, one paw at a time. And also, I would like to mention we have two our previous students present to support class 83 who join us at the shelter almost every Wednesday. They graduated a couple years ago, so I would like big applause for Al and Adam. And now I will invite my shelter ambassadors to the stage. Jocelyn, Madison, Emily, Cara, Victoria, Larkin, Ashley, Hannah, McKenna, Anna, Rebel, Jim, and John.
I'll hit you in the head with my hat.
Thank you.
Next up to present our citizenship award is Mike Hallapi again.
At Highland, we strive to stay connected with our community and do our best to be role models of good citizenship. For us, good citizenship is demonstrated by our actions, charitable acts, professionalism, helping those around us in need, and at all times striving to be a positive influence on society, even in difficult times. As part of the Master Dog Trainer program, we challenge the students to go out into the community and exhibit the high standards we hold ourselves to. This could be visiting a local assisted living facility to brighten the residents' days, helping a classmate that's struggling, spending a time at the local animal shelter, or just taking time for a friendly conversation with an interested person passing on the street. I'm excited to say that as a class, Class 83 completed around 1,000 hours out in the community. And while that's a tremendous number, the impact you had in your time here is immeasurable. For that, I want to thank every one of you. As you head home, I hope you will carry it forward and continue to be good citizens in your home communities. One student above the rest stood out. She went above and beyond to meet the challenge we set for the students 24 weeks ago. We felt she embodied what it meant to be a good citizen. So I want to ask Jamie to come up to the stage to present it with Highland Canine Citizenship Award.
Sorry, too soon.
Thank you.
As a matter of coincidence, I'm pretty sure I spent the exact same number of hours in the classroom answering the same question over and over. Next up is our Outstanding Achievement Award, and Elsa will present that one.
So I already mentioned the Student Excellence Program and how challenging it was to complete this program. So I would like to take the opportunity to recognize a student who not only succeeded in completing this program, but excelled with the additional challenges of this unique opportunity, but they also maintained a score of 90% or above and completed their student excellence. They also did that with the highest marks from those additional practicals and assignments. So I would like to take this opportunity to ask Delaney to come up to this stage and accept this award.
Next up is our Presidential Leadership Award. This award goes to the individual who not only personally excelled academically, but put forth the effort to support their fellow students and to ensure that things were done to make life a little better on campus for everybody. So I'm proud to announce that this award goes to the expert of shorthand, the official note taker of the class, Jamie Yogi, if you'll come up. She took notes on everything. It got to the point where I could say, Jamie, write that down.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next is our valedictorian, Jacob, if you'd come up. Jake has agreed to keep this under 40 minutes, just in the interest of everybody's time. So. Slow, slow.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Thank you all for being here today. Here we are, proud Highland graduates. Who knew that a fridge full of cheese and hot dogs would be a key factor in where we stand at today? It's hard to believe that just 6 months ago, many of us walked in here not knowing what we were getting into necessarily. This journey has been a lot more than just teaching our dogs not to eat our shoes or dragging us down the street. It was about learning, about building that trust, that communication, and patience with a dog, and creating a bond that speaks louder than words. There were moments where progress felt impossible, when our dogs stared blankly at us when we just gave them the same command 10 times. Or even worse, when you find out that the grass is actually way more interesting than you are. But we stuck with it, got after it, and today we reached a milestone worth celebrating. To all our instructors and staff, I want to thank you guys for your guidance, your humor, and your ability to deal with us for 6 months, because I know that wasn't easy. Highland truly has a solid team, and I appreciate that. To all my fellow classmates, we've bonded over successes, failures, and those looks of panic when your dog's doing something crazy it shouldn't be. I can't wait to see what all you guys do moving forward. I think we all have a good chance of success here, and I'm looking forward to that. And finally, to all the dogs, the real stars of the show, right? They taught us just as much as we taught them, mostly patience, and the importance of celebrating even the smallest wins. So just one other thing, if anyone has any dog questions, I got one answer for you. It depends. So this may be graduation, but it's the start of something even bigger. Stronger bonds and endless tail wags. Now go forth, keep practicing, and remember, in the eyes of your dog, you're already a rock star, or at the very least, a treat dispenser. So I want to congratulate everyone here, and thank you guys for coming.
Next up is presentation of certificates. Before that, I do want to take a moment to again recognize our staff. Again, it takes a lot of work, a lot of standing out in the yard, a lot of standing in the classroom and talking. So it is a lot of effort. So it takes a lot of people working together to put it together. So big round of applause for them, if you don't mind. In addition, I would like to thank ChatGPT and OpenAI for writing all the speeches for my staff for tonight, even though Amber didn't get to use hers. Mag, if you'll come up and present the certificates.
I would like to invite to the stage Margaret Bartanovich. John C. Campbell.
Look at that sexy beard.
Ashley E. Cummings. C. Stevens Dillard. Haven Dodd. McKenna Tyler Eberhardt. Emily M. Fierro. Jocelyn Fulmer. Cody W. Gramick. James Halstead. Olivia Hansen. Victoria Harris. Delaney E. Hefty. Paige Larkin Kelly. Kara Kohler. Jacob A. Preggy. Madison Quinn. Roger Rapson. Alexa J. Saro. Hannah L. Smith. Robert Smith, Anna Ray Tate, Katie K. Tran, and Jamie Lynn Yaki.
I knew you would. Thank you.
Class 83, please stand up.
Switch your tests. From the right to the left.
And now you can move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations, class 83!